for me, this is a top of funnel ad. I mean, I don't even know what the product is other than at the very end it says a brand name. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
there's going to be like, as if you've taught us before, you don't need everything in the ad
Mhm.
because the ad has a wrapper of all sorts of other stuff.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, and that's the important thing. One thing that's really annoyed me as we've moved away from the traditional funnel advertising in Facebook where you have all your different campaigns for retargeting and everyone's kind of now doing, one campaign, very simple, broad layout. People have forgotten that that doesn't mean that the way that the customers communicate with ads, everyone seems to think that that's also changed. But I've got news for you, it hasn't. People still require certain types of ad creative depending on where they are in that journey of being sold your product. They're going to want something like this, which is very focused on, on the benefits of it. At top of the funnel, they want to discover who you are, and then by the end, they want to know why they should trust you. They want social proof. They want reviews. They want just because you aren't physically controlling that within your Facebook anymore doesn't mean that they don't need that ad creative anymore. Facebook, Meta, TikTok, they're all very clever and they all will serve those ads to the right
Yeah,
people
I
at the
think
right time. You just need to
that's
make them.
beautifully put.
That's basically it.
I love that. I think let's wrap up here with like maybe a couple of action items for folks, so I can go home and I can learn from this. So let me maybe give you an action item that I've got, and maybe if there's one that you've got too, just so that people are like, cool,
Yeah.
what can I do? And like the value, because I've been getting the feedback, and those the one where I ranted on the business
Yeah.
model, I got like hit back from like 20 people from that, like, oh dude, thanks. And then we had another one, the Huel ad, where your feedback, like I got DMs of just like, oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
So for me, the action item is really
Yeah.
understanding how do I earn the attention of somebody who it's an intentionality of creative in some fashion to just earn the attention, some of the mind
Mhm.
share, open up the door to people that might potentially want to be your customers without trying to necessarily do anything. There's no ask. Let me put it that way. I'm
Yeah.
attracting attention without asking for anything. And I think that that is a
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
very,
Great. Yeah.
very big deal.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think to go with that is that whole idea that if you give enough value, eventually people will want to will want to give back, and they give back in this sense by purchasing the product, right? That's become a very key way for in B2B marketing, but also works in D2C, is that idea, like you said, you give, you give, you give. Eventually they will give you something, which is a sale. My main takeaway for this in terms of creative side of stuff is, like Charlie said, don't try and go for everything all at once. Try, slow things down. Don't feel bad about just making a piece of content that does one thing. Not everything needs to be hook, problem, solution, social proof. Like, slow it down, take it easy, and
Yeah.
don't be afraid
I
just
think
to
I
do
think that's
simple
it,
stuff,
man. Like
just to bring in more people through the door.
I'll end on this note with that point. I been running ads for Disruptor School, and one of the ads, two of the ads that I have that crushed, that was been one of my tests over the last quarter, were just marketing meme like videos, and they were getting me $1 CPMs on conversion campaigns with like
Yeah.
30-cent clicks. The moment I looked at them and I was like, well, they're not performing, and I tested turning them off, my cost per acquisition tripled. And they were just bringing people in. And it's just earning the attention of folks
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, I want
Yeah.
to talk to you again. You
Hmm.
to put it bluntly, you don't have to fuck at hello.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. The
Okay.
perfect way to put it. Yeah. I think end on that. That's yeah. That's the mantra
I
of
like